What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Boomer versus Zoomer. We have two guests on today. We have Sid.
Hello.
And Sean.
Hi.
Thank you for joining. This is going to be Sid's second time on the podcast. Cast? Pod?
The cast.
Pod.
The cast. Podcast.
Podcast.
What did you say?
The cast pod.
Cast pod. Cast pod.
You forgot to introduce Crash.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that? I'm kidding. I'm sorry. 3 guests on the podcast. We have to roll the whole thing fucking back. I don't know, man. I feel terrible now. Guys, welcome to another episode of Boomer versus Zoomer. This is definitely my first take at this. Anyway, we have 3 guests on today, which is what I said the first time. We got Sid, Sean, and Crash. So, it's their first dog on the pod, and he's being a very good boy right now.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at
a
him.
good
He's such a
boy.
good
Maybe
boy.
you were
so
right.
close.
I think he just wanted the blanket.
It's like a little chilly in here, but in a
Yeah.
good way.
It is a little nippy in here. Yeah, I'm a little perky at the moment. It's very, but the shirt's really nice because it hides that.
I can't see it through the waffle knit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
good
you're
design.
making really strong eye contact with me right now. It's like, I am not going to look at Peter's nipples. I appreciate that. Thank you for not objectifying me today.
Of course. Yeah, I got
Well,
you.
we tried. We
Well,
just couldn't.
We could, the waffle knit.
You look
It was
really, you
annoying.
actually look legitimately disappointed that you can't see my nips through the shirt.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the shirt unless.
Okay, stop. Okay,
Okay.
this is not that kind of podcast. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, we were confused.
But anyway, I'm very excited to have them both on. I've been wanting to get Sean on for a while now, but he had a lot he wanted on his. What's the thing called? The writer? What? It's called the writer. Okay.
Demands.
Yeah.
Is that what you're looking for?
No, so like there's a thing where like artists can like kind of ask for stuff in their contract to be like in their changing room before like the shows and stuff. And some people have like very specific asks. I think there's one like musician that says that he wants a bowl of only brown M&Ms or something like that.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Yeah,
I can't
stuff
remember who it
like
is, but
that.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't they all the same flavor?
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
that's
they
the
all
point.
taste the same.
I see. That's weird.
Yeah. Would you guys have anything like on your writer specifically if like you were to like have one before a show?
I didn't know we could request items. I have requested items.
Yeah.
Candy.
You can. I think you could ask for whatever. I think someone asked for like a LAN setup so they could play League of Legends before. I think that might have been what's the League of Legends band?
Band?
Pentakill.
Yeah. No. Shit. No.
That
it's
is a League of Legends
I
band.
know. Okay, but wrong direction. It's the group that always Imagine Dragons.
There was another. There's another League of. No, they are. Peter's right.
What?
Imagine Dragons.
Why
They
are
play
they the
League-
League of Legends
they
band?
love
Because
League
they're
of
the band that
Legends.
loves League of Legends. And
Oh,
then,
okay. They're a band who makes their own music, but they play League of Legends.
Yes.
They
No.
don't make League
Well,
of
more
Legends
than that.
music.
What?
Beyond that, though, they make League of Legends music.
What song?
They were in the hit smash anime Arcane.
Yeah, they were in Arcane. I forgot the song though
Oh.
already.
Didn't know that.
War.
They also did Warriors, right?
Yeah.
They did like a few songs.
They have a few.
Wow.
Like they're huge
I guess I never
fans.
connected it to Imagine Dragons.
They have such a specific sound though. I
They
think,
do.
right?
They do.
I'm like the
Interesting.
person who's like, oh, that's that character from the other video game, but it's not from the original video game. Like people see Cloud, and I'm like, oh, that's Cloud from Super Smash Brothers. But I know Cloud.
Do you say that to purposely piss people off?
Yeah, I
You
do.
right?
Yeah.
Because that pissed me off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Sometimes I get worried because I'll say like really ridiculous, dumb things to you guys, but I worry that you guys think I'm telling the truth.
That only happens like 15% of the
Yeah,
time.
I was gonna. There's
Pretty
definitely
low.
a good
Okay.
amount of stupid shit that you say that I'm like, oh, he means that. Like he's not kidding. He actually thinks that.
Because to be fair, there are times where you've said like, wait, I totally thought it was X and not Y. I can't think of a specific example, but we're like, Sean, like, come on, man.
My favorite thing is annoying you guys.
You do a great job.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm professional.
I love
really well.
Sean, but like, I think Sean has the highest amount of tilts for me in a video game. Like, no, that goes to Abe. Never mind. Abe
Peter
has
isn't my
tilted me
favorite to
probably
tilt.
the most.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because
Does Abe do it intentionally?
yes. Well,
Yeah.
he doesn't do things to tilt me on purpose, but he does things to troll. I guess that is him tilting me on purpose, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I would say he doesn't always start with the intention of tilting you, but then he does something and it like mildly tilts you, so then he leans into it even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just
yeah.
like full throttle is like, I'm gonna tilt the shit out of Peter now.
Yeah, like, okay, for example, in the context of Valorant, what would you say is, if I said someone pulled an Abe, what would you say that means? Because I have a very specific thing in mind.
There's a lot of things. Pulled an Abe.
I think he's lurking on Sova.
Yeah, I was going to say he Sova lurked the opposite site, droned it, and everybody's up A.
Yeah, well, mine was when we're on defense on Ascent, and he ego peeks on Catwalk and fights people in tiles, and he does that like 5 fucking rounds in a row, and he justifies it by saying, "Oh, I got mine." It's like, bitch, you're Sova. He like dies with full util. It's okay.
He's a fun guy to play with.
Still love it.
I like it.
I love him though. It's great. But yeah. And then I think for me with Sean recently, it's been, Peter, you should play this character. And I'm like, I don't really want to. And I was like, but I think you should. It's like, play Phoenix right now. I was like, I don't really want to. Phoenix is easy. Just play Phoenix, Peter. You're gonna love it. And then I'll walk in. I bot frag. I cry the entire time. He's like, but didn't you like playing Phoenix? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
I'm building Peter's character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By rounding out your champ.
I'm also creating like his villain arc, like 2 things at once simultaneously.
Do you think you're turning me into a worse person?
No, better person.
Yeah.
Well, maybe more evil, but you're becoming funnier. I already think you're super funny, but like I think like, you know, situations like that provoke funny opportunities.
That is fair. I will say that a lot of my sense of humor was derived from like trauma, like growing up, you know, which is funny that the two of you are here, because I feel like it's been like a thing where me and Tenzin, like another one of our friends, will often bond over family trauma. And then Sean and Sid will be in the Discord call just appalled at the shit that they're hearing because they cannot relate at all. Because we'll be like, yeah, remember when our dads beat us? Wasn't that great? And me and Tenzin will just like laugh it off. And then Sid and Sean are like, we had very happy family upbringing.
No, we don't even say anything. Like, we're both just like, okay, you guys have your trauma bond moment. We're going to shut the fuck up because we have nothing to contribute to this conversation.
But yeah, but that what makes me so impressed is that like you guys are still so funny and like entertaining. And I'm like, how the fuck did you manage that? Because like I only know trauma. Like where did you guys get your sense of humor from?
I have a really witty mother. I think that my sense of humor is not I don't know. I feel like I'm not like outwardly like forthright funny, but sometimes I come up with like witty comments, and I think it's because I grew up like around mostly adults and not a lot of kids, and like my mom is really witty and funny, so I think I just like pick stuff up from her. But I don't think that my humor is necessarily universal. I'm a little dry and crude.
I think you're really funny though.
Thanks.
And I've also interacted with people who consider themselves witty, but they just come off as like characters from like The Big Bang Theory. Do you know what I mean?
Good old Sheldon. Yeah,
they really like, it feels like they perpetually feel that there is a laugh track behind them, and they just drop these one-liners, and I'm just like, I'm gonna die if I continue interacting with you. Yeah. Like,
I'd say I got most of my humor from cartoons, and my mom's really annoying. Like she's so she's gonna come stay with us for
Really?
like 2 days. She's really annoying though. She was like up here and I was like here, and my sister and my brother are like down here. They're not annoying at all, but I think all of them are like pretty funny.
I'm very excited to meet your mom.
Do you equate annoyingness with funniness? Like,
yeah, cause the way I see annoying is like I know I'm annoying you guys, but like I'm not going over that brink. Like I go really close to the edge of like annoying where you're mad at me, but I stay right below it, so you're not actually mad at me, and then it's funny because it's like in between that threshold.
That is so fucking annoying to hear.
He does it well. You
That
do
you-
it well.
Yeah.
Fucking dance around the line of the threshold. It's like, oh, Peter's about to get actually mad. Let me just pull it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But I think when you say like you get your humor from cartoons, it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Like as you're describing that, I'm like, so you're SpongeBob.
I think the way I move is also cartoon-like.
Do you mean like,
Like
physically?
Yeah.
What?
I don't think I moved. Do you remember when I was like walking on the couch that one day at our old place and I just like fell into the couch?
I do remember that. I think I have a clip of it. Or was that you?
Well, I don't know. In high school, people would always say like, "Dude, you seem like you're straight out of a cartoon." Like even the way you move or like hand gestures or. So I've always kind of like had it in my mind, but I don't know if I don't like watch myself.
I'm not sure of the physicality of it. I'll pay more attention now, but I definitely do think that your humor is like Gumball or SpongeBob or of that. Yeah.
The way you described it, I think you described yourself as like an iPad kid before iPads. And
So I think I don't know what an iPad kid is because when I said that, I kind of meant like I have a really short attention span, and I imagine an iPad kid just like plays games.
No, I think that's fitting.
Oh.
iPad kids are like, they're always glued to their iPad, and like you give it to them when you're at a restaurant so they behave, but then if you take it away from them, they like scream and cry and freak out. It's like...
No, so that's fitting.
Wait, I would totally do that. I would scream and cry and freak out.
Yeah, then maybe you're an iPad kid.
Wait, that's the one thing I don't like about when we go on like nice vacations places, because like 2 days in, I'm already like missing gaming, and so I'm kind of just like thinking about it the whole time.
That's fair. I mean...
Where you going?
When I went to Japan for 2 weeks, I was having the best time of my life. But in the back of my mind, I was like, I would legitimately, at like weird hours of the night where like you guys are awake, I would just look at Discord and see everyone in like 5-man lobbies and just like shed a single fucking tear and just be like, I can't join them. There's no way. But yeah, I actually, I could be in like the nicest place ever and still want to just like hunker down and play like a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
You know?
I miss gaming when I travel too. I think that's why my Steam Deck has revolutionized my life.
Ah,
Now I can play Disney Dreamlight Valley anywhere I want.
Tell me more about Disney Dreamlight Valley.
You don't want to hear more.
I want to hear it.
No, you don't want to.
Yes, I do.
Tell them about.
I actually do.
The raccoons.
Tell them about
The raccoons.
Okay, Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's a kids game, right? Like we're not going to beat around the bush. I'm
For
a
kids.
25-year-old woman going on.
Okay,
26.
is it for kids like the way Animal Crossing is for kids?
Yes.
Less.
So there
Okay,
is.
but there's an appeal to Animal
Yeah.
Crossing to adults.
There's an appeal to adults for sure. But like it is a Disney game geared towards 12-year-olds, which is fine. Anyways, there's this one portion of the game where you have to feed. Why are you laughing?
Crash is being very silly right now.
He
Oh,
is. He's
Crash.
always so silly. There's one portion of the game where you have to feed critters from different like environments.
Uh-huh.
And when you feed the critters, they each have a different mechanic. And you know when you're like younger and there's like a level that you can't beat in whatever game, so you give it to your big brother?
Uh-huh.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Okay.
There's this particular critter, the raccoons,
Yeah.
that I have a hard time feeding because the mechanic is really silly. And I'll have you know that when I looked it up on YouTube, there were many people complaining about how difficult the mechanic was.
Were
So
they
it's
Were they 12 years old?
adults. Adults.
How do you know they're
Sean.
adults?
How do you know they're adults?
They're adults.
Wait, does the comment say, I'm a 43-year-old woman and I'm struggling with a
I
raccoon
have
critter
7
minigame?
cats and I play Disney Dreamlight Valley. Anyways, it's like you basically just have to play red light, green light with these raccoons, and I couldn't do it to save my life. And so Sean had to come do it on my Steam Deck, and I've had to feed the raccoons since, and I'm just given up because I still can't do it. And then I later found out that there's another critter that has the same mechanic. Can you help me?
Yeah. But that's why I asked Sydney if she'd be good in Squid Games.
Probably not. If like she's required to stab someone to death in order to survive, yes, I think she'd do well.
You think I would?
I think your survival instincts would kick in. You are so
Jeez, I hope
competitive.
so.
You are so competitive. You're
This
like
is
one of
true.
the most competitive people I know.
This is true.
Like, I was telling my stream the other day, like, we could be competing over something really silly. Like, it could be, oh, whoever eats the most candy becomes the candy queen. And then you would lock in and be like, I'm going to be the fucking candy queen, you know?
This is true.
So I think in a Squid Game scenario, you would stab Sean. You'd be like, thanks
Not
for
You would
Sean,
stab
not
me?
Sean.
No, you would. He's like, hey,
Sorry,
man,
Sean, you
thanks
gotta
for
go,
feeding
man.
me. Thanks for feeding the raccoons for me. But it's donezo for you.
It's about winning, man. I would hope you understand.
I've always thought about it. You know, like game shows like Physical 100 or Squid Games?
Yeah.
I'd be like really embarrassed if I got out in the first like round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think about that all the time.
yeah. I wouldn't want to get out at all.
I would train so hard. Yeah, but like the
Exactly.
first round,
First round's the worst round.
I wouldn't want to come home to you guys. I'd be like, "Okay,
You
sorry."
couldn't come home.
Yeah.
You'd have to move to Cuba.
I
We
was-
I would
disown
be
you.
impressed that
Right.
you were invited onto a show like Physical 100, though. Like,
I
those
would
people are
walk in and
juiced.
immediately be like, I do not fit in here.
Yeah.
What do you guys do? What do you guys eat? How many people have you guys killed?
Hey, man, that one girl that was a cheerleader, I was like, oh, I don't know how well she's going to hold. And she actually, I think she stuck around longer than I expected.
Yeah, she smurfed.
So
Yeah.
you never know, man. It would be funny if like your title was video gamer though.
Yeah.
You know.
I like that. It's like the super jacked guy, and he has like the perfect physique. Farmer.
Oh, dude, I was so sad when he got knocked out.
Yeah.
But I was rooting for the car salesman. But then he got up.
salesman.
Like he's like just fucking
Flash.
extremely yoked. Like he's humongous.
Sorry, Crash loves Peter.
Yeah.
Like absolutely loves
He's
Uncle
my
Peter.
buddy. I used to babysit him from time to time.
Yeah, you
It was
did.
fun.
When he was just the tiniest little
He was just
noodle.
a little lad.
Yeah.
The littlest. Hey, Crash. How you
I like how
doing,
he's trying to
buddy?
get comfortable on Peter, so
Yeah,
just like he just like lays into him.
What is this?
He's really similar to like a snake in some ways.
Yeah,
So,
he's
Yeah.
he's a
around.
noodle
I kind of
boy.
he's like a cat. Like sometimes he becomes liquid.
Oh, he loves
He
you.
really does. Hi, buddy.
Okay, this is like the worst case scenario. I was really worried that he was gonna pee on and poop on this carpet, but if it's just that he gets in Peter's face and he can't podcast, that's like
No, this is fine.
it's better.
I could
Well,
podcast
if he
like
peed and pooped right now,
That
it'd
would be
worst
bad.
case
That would be
scenario.
really
That
bad.
would be pretty bad.
Peter's so far from his mic.
No,
Crash.
I'm sure that the mic can still pick up what I'm saying though.
Crash. Hey, buddy. He's got work to do, man.
Crash! You see, when people would do this, I would just like start screaming and he would run away.
Crash
his
gets more
tail.
excited. Like
He's, like,
you'd
more
say- Yeah,
invested.
he's more excited the
Dude,
more you.
oh my god, your breath is something else right now too. It's the way his tongue snakes into your nostril. Like,
Oh
perfectly.
yeah.
Like I feel like dogs have like the most
Crash.
perfectly curved tongue to just like
Okay.
insert themselves into your
Okay.
different orifices on your face.
We good? We good now?
Hey, buddy.
We got that out of the way?
Crash like I'll be back.
Yeah.
I will
he
be
really did
back.
give me that glance like it's not over.
No. So, you guys inviting more dogs to the podcast or
Honestly,
what?
I'm open to it.
Come
More
here,
pets on the
please.
podcast. Why not?
Come on, mister. Yeah, come here.
Dude, people get wasted on their podcast. Like having a dog on is, I think, is pretty easy
Yeah.
peasy in comparison.
Could be worse, huh? Okay. Got
Disney
that out of our
Dreamlight Valley.
system.
Getting multiplayer later though.
It is getting multiplayer, and I am really gonna. Okay, so ongoing joke in our friend group is that no one wants to play Monster Hunter with Peter.
Okay,
Well,
wow, thanks for putting that out there. That was great.
wait, that was more targeted than it actually is. I don't want to play Monster Hunter in
Because
general.
yeah, none of us want to play Monster Hunter, but
I
Peter
will
loves
play
it.
Monster Hunter
Okay.
for Peter.
Yes,
though.
and I did. To be fair,
No, but you worded it as we don't want to play Monster Hunter with Peter.
That's
as
true.
in,
Yeah,
like,
you
We
made it
all
sound like
play
you're
it.
all in secret monster hunting like groups like without me and shit. But yeah, I really like Monster Hunter. Capcom, please sponsor me, please. I swear to God. There's the newest game, Monster Hunter Rise. I actually bought 11 copies of the game
yeah,
to distribute to various friends.
he did
And
do
the
that.
only person that put in more than like 2 hours into the game was my friend Skara, who actually received a free copy of the game from Capcom because he was actually sponsored by them. So it's kind of fucked up, Capcom, but you know what? I still love your shit. Every other one of my friends either gave up after like an hour, which honestly, fair. At least they tried. And the others, I think, didn't even install the game. So they accepted the game though, so I couldn't refund it,
No.
Wait,
but they
I
never
have-
installed it.
I have no hours play on that, so could I refund it back to you? I mean, I'll
No,
probably
you
play it.
accepted it, right?
I'll.
And it's been like, I think 8 months since you accepted it.
Let's just play.
I think we're outside
this
the
point,
window.
let's
No,
just-
fuck you.
let's just play.
Fuck you. I don't even want to play with you anymore.
Let's play.
Dude, I will sometimes like boot up the game and play it by myself and just be like, it's a good game still. I'm not crazy. I mean, do you guys have a game that like no one else will play? I mean, I'll play Disney Dreamlight Valley. Like, I remember
appreciate that.
I actually found that game and was like, oh, I think you guys would like this. This looks like Disney like Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. It
Yeah.
gets multiplayer soon, so I will take you up on that offer.
I'll play it. I'm
You'll
down.
try it. Yeah, give it a try. See
I'll
how
like
you feel.
yeah. It sounds like you're having fun with it too. So like
Yeah, I mean, I was super addicted. Like when I first picked up the game, I think I played like 20 hours in less than 2 days. Like I just was grinding it. I've slowed down a bit, but mostly because I'm addicted to Valorant now. So that kind of just changed my addiction. Now I just log on to like harvest my crops and go to the shop. Anyways,
I mean, I can't really judge you. I'm literally playing Cookie Run Kingdom, which is a mobile game, and I also harvest my own crops, like my jelly soups and different things to like raise my cookie kingdom. So please join our clan. It's Onion Gang. It's on server Pure Vanilla. Me and Janet are the officers, and we really need more people. Anyway,
Wait, it's like Animal Crossing. I can come to your cookie village,
you can come to my cookie kingdom. Yeah.
and I can get a job. I can be like pizza
No, I
delivery
think you could
cookie
just
dude.
like you could just like see what's going on.
Oh, it's like Animal Crossing.
Do you like BTS? They have BTS cookies in it. You can't get them
That's
anymore.
such a
Say
loaded
yes.
question.
Say yes.
I love BTS.
Me too.
Who's your favorite member?
V.
Also my favorite. Who's your favorite member? Can't be V.
Wait.
Who's your second favorite member?
Jungkook.
Damn.
To be fair, I was gonna say that before he whispered it, but I stuttered. I like stopped myself because then I was like, oh, what if Jungkook is a part of another group, and then they flame me for not
Oh, I
only
should have framed
being-
you.
This would be
could've
one of those
totally.
moments where you could
I
tell the
was
producer
vulnerable.
like, "Hey, please cut that from the podcast."
Please cut anything that makes me look like I don't like K-pop from the podcast.
But you do like K-pop now.
I do like K-pop. Well,
Oh, okay.
I like K-
Don't,
cut that-
don't
cut that
qualify
part.
it. Don't
What do you mean? You
qualify it.
liked it or you like it now?
I really like New Jeans. I have like never really been a K-pop fan. I got it. Like I understood why people were super into it, but it just wasn't necessarily for me. I didn't dislike K-pop, but I never heard a song that I like really resonated with. I think the music videos are sick though. They like put so much time and effort. Anyways, New Jean has me in my room like this. I'm like, the windows are open and I'm like smiling about some boy I've never met. And like, it's just
Which song is it? OMG?
all of them.
Oh, all of them?
Like I'm so deep into New Jeans that I have every single one of their songs on my playlist.
Damn. They don't
Yeah.
have that many, but they're all bangers.
Yeah, they're all bangers. I
Are they?
really
They're like
New
pretty
Jeans.
new. Like I've only
Yeah.
heard about them like this year.
They're relatively
Yeah,
new.
I would say it was like the last.
Within the
like-
last year, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
They're also really young.
They're like 14, which
Some-
makes it so much.
What?
Yes, like they're so talented. I also just really respect musicians who are young and can like sing about things that are relatable to them. But then like I'm 25 years old and I still like it. You know what I mean?
It's because high school is all that matters.
Yeah, I remember
You know, like when
I felt that
when
way.
we're in high school and like
I don't
you
remember
think
high school.
at all.
What
I vaguely remember high school.
is this?
Very
Another one of
vaguely.
those like trauma?
I
things that we-
actually, I mean, it is one of those situations where like I really hated how cringe I was in high school, so I kind of compartmentalize all that and pretend like I was just born like 25 years old.
Gotcha.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Because high school, middle school, that was all like really cringe. I only started getting like a better handle of like how to be sociable like in college. So yeah, I don't think anyone from my high school would have guessed that I would have been a content creator and like been the host of like a podcast. He'd be like, that guy really? That guy fucking sucked. You know?
Wait, time to go back to your high school reunion. Like,
Yeah.
guys, guess
They
what I do?
had one. They had a 10-year reunion. Oh my god, they had a 10-year reunion like 4 years ago. But shut.
Sorry.
Why was that funny?
Sorry.
Why the
It
fuck
wasn't-
was that funny?
wasn't
Your
funny.
10-year reunions in 3 years. Okay.
Yeah, it's almost as
Motherfucker.
close as how long ago yours was.
Wait, are you going?
What?
What'd you
your-
just say?
Nothing.
You want to fight? I
No.
will fight you.
Not on the
Right
podcast.
now.
Don't fight on the podcast.
Yeah, that was-
Okay, fair.
Not
right
good for
after.
the views.
We need to get a wrestling ring for the next one. We need to start
Actually,
fucking
yeah.
tackling people. But yeah. Sean, I sometimes forget like that you're closer to my age.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
A lot of people in my chat are also very like, think I'm 24 or
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, it's same.
My YouTube editors thought you were 27. They like so confidently put it in my video. They were like, Sean,
Wait.
27. I was like, this guy's not 27.
I had to pick up medicine for Jody, and then they were like, "What's her birthday?" I'm like, and then they're like, "Well, I can't give you the medicine because you didn't know her birthday right off the bat." I'm like, "Okay," and then I texted Jody, I couldn't pick up your medicine. I didn't know your birthday like, right off the bat. Like I didn't know the year she was born, and then
It was a 96.
she's like, "Why don't you just Google me?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I forgot I could just do that." But then I Googled myself, and my birthday is wrong. I'm like 24 or 27 on Google.
There is
Yeah.
a website out there that pegs me at like 52.
Mine's okay. This says 52 for me too.
52?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
52.
Damn,
It's
you
just
guys
like-
are old.
Yeah,
Just some
I think
troll on the
52.
internet.
I think one of them is like divorced, like multiple kids. I'm like, holy shit, do I live like a
whole life.
Wait, is
Double
that
life, yeah.
that sounds like Wikipedia? Like anyone can change that.
Yes.
Also, I don't think you're old until you're like 200, which I'm gonna beat. So we're all young.
I mean, Japanese people do live a very long life
yeah.
on average.
And
But I
medicine's
think
only improving.
True that.
you're very optimistic.
I take multivitamins in the morning sometimes.
That'll do it. That will
Yeah.
help you beat 200. I also don't think I would want to live to 200.
That's what I was gonna ask you guys. Like, would you want to live forever if you could?
No, fuck. If I could remain youthful, yes.
I think I'll always be hype. So yeah.
Okay, actually, I will qualify this statement. I would be down for like immortality, like youthful immortality, if I could like have like a stop button. Like,
you could,
like I'm kind of over it. Yeah. You know, I know that sounds morbid, but
No, I agree.
imagine like you experience the heat death of the universe and you are now just like, oh shit, I'm still here, but Earth has been obliterated and there's no one else. That
Just
sucks.
floating through space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass.
Yeah.
Pass.
I would
Wait,
actually,
I feel like I think that humans will end, and then like there'll be just like nothingness for a while. There's no king animal. And then, like a new thing will come up.
Yeah, in like millions of years.
Yeah.
So that's like how long it took for.
doesn't it kind of scare you though that there was at one point an asteroid that hit Earth and it was like so bad to the point where like it kind of obliterated like the ecosystems as we knew it, you know?
Yeah.
Like-
There's also like an asteroid that's supposed to pass, like the closest. Sorry, I'm having a hard time articulating myself today.
I think I know about what you're talking about though.
Yes, it's an asteroid that's gonna come the closest to Earth that we've like ever seen.
I think there's like a 1 in 400 chance or something like that. I think that's what the article said. Like 1 in 400 chance that it actually hits Earth.
Sweet.
Probably what the scientist dinosaur said.
Yeah.
It's probably only a
They were
1
in
in
the
400
lab.
chance. Wait, I'm confused how a meteor just kills all the dinosaurs. Like all of them. Like it just makes life inhabitable on Earth for a bit and then it clears.
I want to say it was like it caused like ash or some shit to blot out
fallout.
the sun, something like that, and it just kind of killed everything on Earth that required sunlight. I want to say. Damn, my education's really. Do you guys stop fucking laughing, laughing, Nathan? If you know the answer, is that what happened? Okay.
It also created a mega tsunami
Oh.
that flooded everything.
Cool. Yeah, a lot of shit died,
Yeah.
and that could happen again,
Yeah.
but it probably won't.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Not that asteroid that's
Yeah.
coming.
It's 1 in 400.
1 in 400. Those are like pretty good odds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've played gotcha games with worse odds, like straight up. And
Speaking of gotcha games, you just spent how much money on your friend's account the other day? On your friend's Genshin account?
okay, so
Oh.
there is a character named Ayaka that Tenzin really wanted, and she tweeted on her alt account, "I never win Genshin giveaways," and I'm just saying, like, bitch, I'm basically a walking Genshin giveaway. Like,
And you always win.
yeah, I always win. I'm stubborn about that, and I just like offered to her like, hey, I'll roll until you get the character, and she's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm down. And then I get her account info, I roll, I get the character pretty early. But I'm like, okay, but like we haven't really unlocked her potential yet. Like I need to roll a few more times before like she gets like good, you know? So, you know, I put some money into her account and roll
Yeah,
for
how much money?
like $700.
Yeah, that's a normal thing to do. That's normal.
Okay,
To
so
just-
hear me out though.
Are you convincing? Or
Hear
are you
me
saying
out.
It's normal?
I know
Trying
that
to convince
sounds like a lot of
myself.
money, which it is. Don't get me wrong. It is a lot of money. But I actually was so incredibly lucky. I know that sounds crazy because it is a lot of money, but for the amount, because, okay, so these characters could be maxed out. If you get duplicates of the character, up to 7 duplicates total. So getting the base character and then 6 duplicates will like give you fully unlock like her like skill attribute tree or whatever. So typically it takes a fuck ton of money in order to like fully max it out, because how it works is you have to roll like 70 times to guarantee like a 5-star roll. But when you do a 5-star roll, there's a 50-50 chance you don't get the character you want. But if you lose the 50-50 roll, shut up, don't look at me like that.
How much is one roll?
So I think with $100, you could roll about 60-ish times.
Okay.
So I want to say like with $100, you could roll just under like the minimum to like get the guaranteed 5-star. Something
they
like
have
that.
they have the formula figured out. Like
It's about-
they'll give you not enough for $100 to
Yeah.
get what you want, but almost.
So, almost something like that. But yeah, but the thing is, if you lose the 50-50, your next 5-star is a guarantee of the character that you're trying to get, right? So the worst case scenario is you roll, you lose the 50-50, then you get the guarantee, then you lose the 50-50, then you get the guarantee, then you lose, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the worst case scenario. What actually happened with Tenzin was the first one, we lost the 50-50, but it was for a character that she already used. So it was good. Okay?
Okay.
And then the following 3 50-50 rolls, we won. We actually got the character she wanted 3 times in a row, which is like insane luck. Insane.
That's how they get you.
Can you go over the cap?
You
Like,
could,
let's
but
say I'm
then
collecting all the
you
cereals.
could, but then it would just like give you like the currency back, so it's not worth it. But yeah,
You just say so it's
s-
worth it?
spending $700 for what we got was actually a lowball amount. So I actually saved money if you think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
$700 for one character? How many characters are in Genshin?
A lot.
Like over 100? 200?
I wouldn't say over 100.
Not over 100?
Maybe around 100, but that includes like the lower star characters.
Wow,
Yeah.
holy! I haven't played Genshin in a long time.
There's a
then.
good amount.
There are 57 playable characters.
Oh, okay. So not even close. But like, I just felt
Yeah.
like there was a lot. But yeah, $700 to like not even fully max out a character. I would say on average to fully max out a character, it would be like $1,500 to $2,000 per character, and that's just for the character. It wouldn't even be, excuse me, it wouldn't even be for their weapon.
Good
Oh
God.
my God.
No wonder there's Genshin shit everywhere. Like, I remember when I was in Brazil and I was just walking, there's just like a Genshin ad, and there's just Genshin shit all over the places because they have so much fucking money. They can just advertise everywhere.
Yeah, there's an idol survival show that I'm watching, which is, do you know what idol survival shows are?
Is it like they put K-pop idols on like...
So it's like people,
Like-
trainees trying to become K-pop idols, and they compete.
Oh, it's like the
When
Dallas
Peter
Cowboy
first said that, I
cheerleader
thought
show.
that they like battled.
Yeah.
That's what
so-
I was thinking too. We're like, is this like Hunger Games but K-pop idols?
That's what
What's-
I thought it was when Anita
watch.
described it to
I would
me.
watch that.
But yeah, it's not battle royale K-pop trainees,
Bummer.
unfortunately. But it is K-pop trainees trying to like become like the next K-pop group or whatever. Something like
Gotcha.
that. I think it like starts with like over 50 and then whittles down to, or like maybe it's like 100, I forget, but like it whittles down to 9. And the eliminations are based off of like a global vote.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say, I feel like it would have to be like, I imagine there's judges and stuff, but it would have to be based off like popular vote.
Yeah,
for that to
exactly.
work out. Interesting. And then they shove all 9 people in one group. They're like, okay. new
So
group.
that part I'm a little iffy on. I don't really know. Anita needs to give me the rundown again. Apparently, what happened though was like there's actually a huge controversy because they rebranded this idol survival show because the previous one there was evidence that there was like vote manipulation from like the companies themselves. So like this new idol survival show made a big deal about how their votes were like audited by like a third party or something. So anyway, show's really good, by the way. Like it makes you tear up because like they do like behind the scenes stuff, and then sometimes you just see them like cry because like there's so much pressure. They call their mom and they're like breaking down into tears, or like there's like camaraderie between like the members themselves, and like they're just like supporting each other. Usually, it's a really good show. But yeah, that's the reason why I brought that show up. Feels like a huge segue is because they also just did an ad for Genshin Impact. Sorry, it all goes full circle. Anyway, I've been watching Boys Planet. It's called Boys Planet. I've been watching that with Anita. It's a pretty good show.
There's only boys?
It's all boys, yeah.
Wait, how do they get like the perfect group if they have to like work together? Because like the thing I like about K-pop is because they're like the Ninja Turtles. Like they have like the rapper, and they have like the young person, and they have like the vocalist, and they have the dancer, and the Ninja Turtles, they have like the smart one, they have like the crazy one.
Yeah, like actually each trainee kind of has their own specialty. So like some will be like the main rapper, one's the dancer, like you were saying, exactly like the fucking Ninja Turtles.
Well, they have like 6 rappers.
So yeah, I don't know how that works. So I do think that a lot of people like have multiple talents, like maybe multiple
Yeah.
emphases. Like there's one guy who was supposed to be the main vocalist, but he found out that he's like actually really good at rapping. So there's like stuff like that. But they also might like vote based off of like, oh, the most popular of that category. I don't actually know. So
Wait, you don't vote? Or is it like you
I
can only
don't
vote
personally
if you-
vote. You can vote. I think the show's ongoing at the moment. I'm not voting. I wouldn't doubt that Anita votes.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
I love being able to vote for reality TV shows.
Yeah, maybe you could check it out. It's actually pretty good. I've never been invested in an idol survival show before, but like this is pretty cool. And also there's like a mixture of like Korean pop stars and like people from like the US, Thailand, Australia, Vietnam, China, Japan. So there's like a lot of those. So like it's pretty cool. I don't know. I've been enjoying it more than I'd like to admit. I will say each episode's fucking 2 hours long though.
Oh, holy
it's
shit.
crazy. And it's also on its own streaming platform, Viki, which is apparently really good if you're into Korean stuff. So there's
Wait, do they have, if it's 2 hours long, do they have the thing that like Physical 100 has where they replay
Oh god.
the clutch moments?
There is unfortunately a lot of Korean editing, which is really fucking tilting because they'll do it like a musical performance and they repeat parts of the musical performance. So it's like super fucking jarring. But they'd be like, oh, we had the full performance on YouTube. It's like, bitch, you could have had the full performance now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like hella tilting. But like, that's just like Korean editing. I don't think we can do anything about
They
that.
should just sell that on Viki Plus.
Don't give them ideas. Okay.
If you're listening,
Oh, God.
Viki Plus.
That was my Physical 100 was my first time experiencing that kind of editing. I would say I don't like consume a lot of Korean media, and I was just like sitting down watching with you guys, and I was like, "Is this normal? Like, is this something that is done often?" And yeah, people were explaining to me like, "Yeah, this is really popular like Korean editing style," and it drives me crazy because a lot of the times it's not even something that I need to see again. Like, it's cool if it's like someone lifts something really heavy and then like we get to see it like maybe a couple times. Sure, I'm not gonna be mad about that. But it's like someone lifts something really heavy and then someone over here is like, and they replay that. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I saw it the first time. Like, ooh, gasp! We're all excited. Like, why am I watching this 6 times in a row? I don't get it. I don't get the editing.
I don't know.
That's what
Ask
they
the
like.
Korean
I
people
don't
because it's
get
really
it.
popular amongst what they do. It's fucking annoying.
It is pretty
So,
annoying.
like one of the reasons, I don't know, I started getting more into like, I want to say it's like starting with Squid Games. I started watching more like Korean stuff, especially like on Netflix and
Yeah.
things like that. And like they didn't really do much of that style of editing because they do that for like Korean dramas for some reason. It's like
Yeah.
you staged the whole, like this is all scripted. Like why are we repeating scripted content?
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
make any fucking sense. Like reality TV shows, I kind of get.
Sure,
Right?
yeah.
But like it's egregious in reality TV shows. Like 8 different angles, the same audio sound effect. You hear someone gasping and shit.
Yeah.
Terrible. But sorry. Dude, are we gonna catch hate for this? I'm actually not sure.
I don't think
I
a
also
lot of
don't
people
know.
like it. Like, I think that even, I mean, I'm sure that there's stuff in like American TV that we hated as kids. For me, like when I see that replay, it makes me think like I'm watching Play the Game in Overwatch, but it's like a Junkrat sometimes gets Play the Game, and I have to watch it over and over and over. I'm like, there's like no skill. I get it, but like, it's like that.
We're just like stuck here
Yeah.
with Torbjorn dead, but his turret's killing everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I have to hear all my teammates' reactions, all of us gasping individually.
That is exactly what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like there's a better, I've just seen better editing like when it came to like watching my friends' videos. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you see everyone's reactions to a play, but it doesn't feel like I'm watching the same
Same
fucking 1.5 seconds like in like rapid order, you
Yeah.
know? So
But I'm sure if that's like the media you grew up with and you like maybe you like it or you're more accustomed to it, it was just jarring as someone who's like consuming this media for the first time. It was definitely different. I'm like trying to think now if there's any type of like American editing styles that you see in like popular TV that really bothers me.
Well, I'm thinking that like that's their formula.
Yeah,
like that works
exactly.
way over there. Like
Yes.
I know when like foreigners come to America and they eat pizza, it's like really hard for them because it's so salty. And if you eat pizza like somewhere else, it's like, oh, this tastes so healthy. That's what I think.
I'm like trying to think of what would be jarring if you came and watched like
I'm trying to think like maybe like a laugh track.
yeah.
But I feel like
not
laugh
just-
tracks aren't as common anymore.
Yeah, but like old sitcoms, totally.
The only show that I could watch that has a laugh track that I enjoy is Friends. Like,
Wait,
I
is
love that show.
there a show that's like Friends that doesn't have a laugh track? Like Seinfeld,
Like those
Big
types
Bang Theory,
I think
New
Seinfeld,
Girl.
I think those all have laugh tracks.
Yeah.
Does New Girl have a laugh track?
That's what I'm wondering. I feel like that like archetype of show has to have a laugh track. or
I
it
don't think
doesn't
New
work.
Girl has a laugh track.
Yeah, I'm like thinking really hard. I don't think it has a laugh track. I love New Girl. Did you know they're taking it off Netflix? Watch your New Girl while you can. It's
I
leaving.
mean, doesn't Netflix just like kind of suck ass unless you love like Korean shows?
Yeah, Netflix, I would say kind of sucks ass. And I'm paying more for it, and I can't password share anymore. So there's a lot
No,
of stuff
they
I'm going to...
stopped that.
Really?
They
I just had to re-log into my Netflix on all of my devices.
That means I'm gonna have to relog into my Netflix.
I hope you know your password.
I think
Oh.
I have like 15 people on my Netflix account.
Our entire house, like you can go in anyone's room and we're all on your shit.
Oh, yeah.
Except for Apple TV. I bought a movie on Apple TV last night, and it was Broden's account.
I legitimately have I think I'm subscribed to almost every streaming service, except the only one I've ever unsubscribed from is Peacock, because
fair.
like it was horrific. It was bad.
That's fair.
But like, yeah, I think I have like Crunchyroll, Hulu, Netflix, HBO Max. Fuck, I don't even know what else. But like, I have like Prime
He has
Video.
Disney Plus.
I have Disney Plus.
Yep. You have Stars.
I have Stars.
Pretty sure.
What? I'm
Pretty sure
paying
I'm
for
on-
Stars,
I'm pretty sure I'm on your Stars.
dude. I
Wait,
didn't.
Stars?
I didn't
What?
sign up for Stars, so someone must have signed up for Stars on my account. That's on.
I think
Wait,
that's one of those ones where it's like you like are already signed up for a different.
Yeah.
streaming
is that
platform.
Yeah.
through Hulu?
Yeah.
I
Do
think.
this add-on.
Yeah, I think it's like an add-on to
Yeah.
something
Isn't it
else.
like
kinda
$90 a
HBO
month?
Max. Well, I don't know.
I have
What
no
the
idea.
fuck?
Tell me, man.
Wait, how
I'm
much-
subscribed to Stars. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna have to look into this later.
Yeah, you should check your subscriptions.
I will say
man.
though, like I logged into my HBO Max and there's like someone named Sayu who like made an account on my HBO Max. Like I only know one Sayu. I definitely didn't share my account with them. And then I
Is
reached.
Sayu a Genshin character?
I was just about to say that.
Also,
I was
yes,
about to
feels
say
like
that
also-
sounds
someone-
a
Oh,
Genshin
maybe it's
character.
Lily.
I think it's probably Lily, and she named it
Oh.
Sayu. Yeah.
Dude, I almost got into a fight with Anita once because we agreed to like only watch certain shows together, like The Last of Us. Mm-hmm. And then I logged into my HBO Max account and like my specific profile, and then it showed that I would like watch like part way through like the most recent episode. And she's like, "You started watching without me?" He's like, "I swear to God, baby, that is not me. I have not seen this shit."
That was
Like,
us.
she's like, "You don't have to lie."
Wait, that was us.
Was it you guys?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
us.
Probably
Like your
us.
name is in the top left of
You
our TV. and we're
fuckers!
like, oh wow.
You can make your own profile, dude. It's because I like lied to Anita once and told her like, oh, I didn't watch the most recent episode, and we
I
watched it
remember
together.
that.
And then after that, I told her like, hey, I actually did, and she was like upset with me, justifiably, because I lied to her because I thought it would like be better if like whatever, you know what I mean? Like I realized now that was not a good idea. I should have just been honest with her to begin with. But yeah, like ever since then, she kind of gave me like the stank eye. Like so when she saw that the episode was partially watched, I was like, baby, I swear, I know I've lied to you before. This time it wasn't me. I'm pretty sure it's like I have a lot of friends on my account. She's like, okay, yeah. But like
Can let her know it was us.
okay, good.
Well, yeah, she's watching. It was us. It was The Last of Us specifically.
The Last of Us
was us.
specifically.
Yeah.
Was our
We-
entire
we-
house.
We made it like halfway through an episode, and we definitely do not make our own profiles.
Oh, I don't want to make a new profile.
Yeah, I'd be all up in Peter.
I'm just you.
Just
clicking on
fucking
watching
please.
stuff
It's
and-
so annoying because I have to like I click on the episode. I then have to like click start from the beginning. You motherfuckers, if you're using my goddamn account, just make
That's
your own
fair.
profile.
That's fair. We'll make our own profile.
Well, I'm gonna keep using his.
It's Sean then.
You're
He's the
dancing on the
problem.
threshold right now.
I'll watch every show.
You
on
were
HBO
dancing on the
right
threshold.
now.
I did actually just finish The Sopranos though, and that was really good.
Oh my God, The Sopranos. I
Yeah.
used to watch that with.
I've never watched that.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I used to watch that with my mom when I was a kid.
It's great. It's great.
It's a good show.
It is a good show.
It's a good show.
It's a really good show.
Yeah.
It's actually not that long either. It's
Yeah.
like 6 seasons.
Yeah, it's a banger.
But yeah, it's one of those shows where like I started it like 20 times, but never actually finished the show. But like recently I just finished it, so
Yeah.
it's good. I highly recommend it. I just started watching The Wire again, too, because unfortunately Lance Reddick just passed away recently. He is also in that show, and that show is supposed to be really good. So I'm watching that.
Lance Reddick is a sick name.
Yeah.
It's
Super
interesting that you
cool.
bring it up. Whenever I hear animated characters, I can never, for the life, if you gave me $1 billion, I could never connect the voice to the animated character. Like I didn't know Lightning McQueen was the guy
Owen
who
Wilson?
says, yeah, Owen Wilson. And after I heard that and I heard Lightning McQueen say "ka-chow," I'm like, that's just like him saying "wow," and like it ruined it for me.
Yeah.
I don't like Owen Wilson, by the way. I'm sorry if you like Owen Wilson.
You don't like Owen Wilson?
I think he's not funny. He's
Really?
lame. Yeah, I think he's lame.
Fuck. I love saying wow. Like,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, but
No,
like,
you
do
can
it
say it.
ironically,
No, but
right?
you
Like,
can say it. You've
wow.
never said that like real.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I've never
ironic.
like made a play in Valorant
Wow.
and you're like, wow. You've
No,
never
but
done
you
that.
should.
Wait, would you want me to?
Yeah.
Would you like Owen
It's
Wilson
okay if
more
you
I
do
did
it. I just don't really like him.
Wait, there's actually a movie he's in that's not a comedy. That's actually really good in my opinion. I forgot. It's like A Night in Paris.
Oh, yeah.
Midnight in Paris.
Midnight in Paris.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say.
But it's not because of him.
Yeah.
It's because the movie. Like
Yeah.
I could have been
The
in that
concept
movie.
was cool.
He's like totally like, wow, I'm in Paris. What is that?
He never
Where?
says that.
Time travel. Where?
Wait, I also liked. You didn't like Shanghai Nights?
No,
Or
I
sorry,
watched
Shanghai
Shanghai
Noon.
I did watch Shanghai Noon. Wait, wasn't it Shanghai Nights?
Yeah, that's the sequel, I think.
Oh.
In England, bruv.
In England.
I don't know. He like okay. I don't think that he's like particularly like bad or something. Something about him is just like really distracting to me. Where like I can't. Okay, an example is like Kylo Ren takes off his Darth Vader. I'm like, oh my god, that's like the new Darth Vader. That's Kylo Ren. And then I see him in Marriage Story, and all I see is Kylo Ren.
Oh,
Like,
wait.
I
So
think it's
what
like
role do you see Owen Wilson in?
I think Owen Wilson. Okay, this is mean. I think Owen Wilson is like annoying, but like he's past the threshold. Like I'm right here at the threshold, but he's like surpassing it.
Okay, I like kind of get it, but I'm wondering which role made you annoyed by him.
I have to watch like his old stuff. I didn't
Okay.
like him from like an early age, I think.
Okay, because for me, that I know what you're saying. I understand the feeling. Because like for me, I have a hard time watching things with Joaquin Phoenix in it because he was
Who's that?
such a bastard in Gladiator.
Oh, he's a king.
He's the emperor.
Gladiator was such a good movie though.
Such a good
Yeah,
movie.
it was a
But
good
like
movie.
he did his job really well though. Like it made me hate him, which makes it hard. Like 'cause I watched Walk the Line where he played as Johnny Walker. I think was that his name?
That would be Johnny
Cash. Johnny Walker. I think that's the alcohol, right? Fuck. Sorry. Sorry. He plays as Johnny Cash, and then I think he also did a really good job. But like I was still like, man, fuck this guy. He killed Russell Crowe. You know?
That's how I would feel if Joffrey from Game of Thrones ever got another role.
Oh,
like,
true.
I cannot stand that kid, and if I saw him in anything else, I would just. It didn't matter what he was playing. He could be like saving children from a drought. Like
Saving children from a
I know.
drought.
I was really hoping that we were gonna move on from it, but we didn't.
I
No, we let
definitely
you finish.
fixated.
We didn't.
So how
was
would you propose that someone be saved from a drought?
They don't have water, and you bring them water.
Dehydration.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just move on. I'm just suggesting it. It is
Sorry.
an option.
I just wanted to bully you a little bit on that. But I could actually see Joffrey in like a... Dude, what's his actual name? Do you know?
No idea.
Let's call him Joffrey.
Okay.
It's just Joffrey to me.
I could see Joffrey in like a comedy movie where he is still that annoying brat, but then someone just like slaps the shit out of him, or he like dies in like a really horrific way in a comedic way. Wait, is that fucked up? Why
His
did I-
real name is Jack Gleason.
Jack
Oh, that's
Gleason.
right. Jack Gleason.
Yeah, but if you say that to me, I'm not gonna know who that is. But if
Yeah.
you're like Joffrey, I'm like, oh yeah,
that
I
guy.
hate that guy. You know who did a good job at making me hate them? The superhero
Homelander.
Homelander.
I knew you were gonna say
Oh,
Homelander.
yeah.
Wait,
I fucking
he
love
was
Homelander.
so good at making you like uncomfortable, and
Yeah.
like, and I saw him in an interview after, and he's like super nice and like totally charismatic. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Makes me think like he'd be so good at Among Us.
Isn't he also like a Kiwi or like Australian or something?
Ooh, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
he's
not
not
sure.
American.
I gotta
someone
say,
confirm.
Homelander is like one of my favorite characters that I've like ever gotten to see in
Yeah,
TV.
he's from. Oh, sorry.
No,
I was
where's
gonna
he
say
from?
he's from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that.
I want to
Dude, he's
watch
a-
interviews now.
He's a good actor.
He
Because
is
in his
fantastic.
interviews, you will love him. He's just like funny, normal, not like.
But what if he's
Owen
secretly
Wilson.
crazy? Like the intensity in his eyes sometimes when he's doing those like scenes, I'm like, this guy might actually murder people.
Yeah,
That's
don't
what I
know.
thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
He's a good
like
actor.
he's just such a good that's
so
such a
fucking
good
good.
role. It's crazy because like Joffrey, I just hate, right? Like there's like no other emotion there. But I love Homelander and hate Homelander at the same time.
You're like
which
kind of
is, like,
attracted to his power a little bit.
No, I wouldn't even say it's attraction. Like I'm not attracted to him. I just like really love him as a character.
No.
But like I didn't love Joffrey as a character. I just hated him and like could not wait until he died.
That's true. I think Joffrey wasn't a very dynamic character.
yeah.
yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, Homelander is super dynamic.
Yeah.
God, I cannot wait for the
Yeah, I'll
next season of The
study.
Boys.
I'll study Homelander because like something about him is like he can make you really uncomfortable, even though you're safe at home. I'm like that could be a level of annoying, as well.
Is that how you just pick up annoyance from?
Well, I'm just like when I play video games, if you watch me play, I don't really play like other players a lot of the time, and then but I'll lose to something. I'll be like, wow, that was so annoying, and I take that and I store it one block in my memory, and I remember it for like a year from now. I'll whip it out. It's like
Holy
an ace up your
shit.
sleeve. We have a bunch of aces everywhere.
and
You're
they're
like a
all annoying.
superhero,
Yeah.
but like for being annoying.
Yeah.
That's your superpower.
That's where my memory is really good, which is interesting. My memory's like pretty bad overall.
You allocate so much of like your brain power towards how to be annoying.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Would you think that is like the thing that you're best at?
Being annoying?
Yeah.
It's probably top 3.
What would be in your other 2?
Not being scared. Oh no, sorry, going too hard is number 2.
That's true. I agree.
Going too hard meaning
Like if there's like alcohol in front of me, I'll like drink too much. Or if there's like candy in front of me, I'll just eat all of it. Or like I'm playing a video game, I'll play for like 13 hours. I don't really like do things like lightly.
yeah, you don't really have
Like when I'm cooking, I put it on like super height and I burn everything. But I'll eat it. But I realize it's too hard.
what?
I had a cooking arc. And I was like, I'm going to learn to cook a bunch of different things. I just like kind of cooked everything on high heat because they didn't like really specify. They're kind of like, yeah, cook this for like 10 minutes. I'm like, okay.
No, they probably do specify. They probably say, to
On medium heat,
medium to high.
I feel like
most
high, medium, low is like kind of subjective. Like,
When you see
not
medium
the biggest
high-
flame, not the biggest flame, but like not like lower than the biggest flame.
Wait, what the fuck? So when you see medium high in like cooking instructions, you're like medium or high.
I think it's
choose
like a
high.
suggestion, like in the range. Like
Fuck,
if you're
you're
gonna cook
like
medium
Frank.
high, 8 to 10, and then just medium is like 4 to
Wait,
7.
so is like a slow cooker like your worst enemy? It's like, what is this?
Well, I bought a slow cooker, and it's ironic because I like made this thing, and it was like, oh, it takes 6 hours. I'm like, so this is gonna be done. Like I only start cooking when I'm hungry, so I'm like, I'm not gonna wait 6 hours. So I just cook it in the pot. So now Skara uses my slow cooker for everything now. And he makes delicious food for all
Dude,
of us.
I heard he's been cooking a lot.
He makes
Skara
good
has been
stuff.
Cooking for like weeks now, and the house always smells amazing, and his food is really good, and he makes way too much of it. So
What
we
the
all
fuck?
eat.
I had a slow cooker at our place. He literally never cooked once. That
he
son of a bitch.
We've had ribs, we had chili, we had pork tacos.
He's made a lot of things.
He's been chefing it up. We had like a
Okay.
spicy chicken.
To his credit, though, whenever he orders Mexican food, he orders extra for me, which was very nice
That's
of
very
him.
sweet of him.
But he
Yeah.
never cooked once, that son of a bitch. Do you think that's his like quarter life crisis? A little bit.
Low key, yeah. We've like
Yeah.
talked about it before. He's like, I just am in a stage of my life where, fuck it, I'm gonna learn how to cook. And then, yeah, he's like, he bought a rice cooker. He's been using Sean's slow cooker. He's like buying all sorts of things for cooking, like kitchen scissors and whatever. It's honestly
Finally,
pretty
we
adorable.
have scissors.
Yeah,
We didn't have
yeah.
scissors in our kitchen for so long. I like it because there's a bunch of like spices. Like when I made stew for the first time, I like didn't really know how to make it, so I called my mom. Like I made it, but it did not look right. So I called my mom. I was like, "Yo, mom, I made stew," and I like showed her, and she's like, "That's not right." And I'm like, "Yeah, it looks like soup." Like, and she's like, "Well, do you have flour?" I was like, "Oh no." I went to Cat. We don't have flour.
Wait, so
I
you
bought
made
flour.
stew without flour,
Well, it was an optional ingredient
but
in parentheses because the flour makes it thicker. But like as a noob, I'm not gonna know to add flour to liquid. I'm like, that's weird.
wait,
but
really?
maybe you do that.
Wait, because it's like you're like, damn, there's an ingredient that makes soup thicker. This soup seems really thin. I don't know what to do. Like,
Yeah, and then my mom was like, "Well, we could fix that. Do you have a bay leaf?" And I'm like, "No. What's a bay leaf?" And I had to Google that. So now I have all these random ingredients. for
wait,
the
I actually
kitchen.
didn't know what do bay leaves do for like cooking? Because there are a lot of recipes that'll be like add bay leaf, then remove it before you're eating.
I think it's
I
just
don't cook.
I
I
think
have
it's
no idea.
just a flavor thing because it's just a leaf and you can't eat it.
Yeah, it's probably a flavor thing, right? Okay.
I imagine it's in there with like rosemary and thyme.
Okay.
But
It seems
yeah.
really
don't
important
cook.
for the recipe though. It was like bold in all caps, bay leaf.
Wait, so flour was optional?
Flour wasn't even in the recipe. You could like add flour for another recipe on this list for stew.
Dude, I think your recipe was like,
Yeah.
it's not good.
You got
Yeah.
a jacked recipe.
Well, I
man.
looked at the picture, but the picture's obviously taken from like, I don't know, some random nice stew photo. Like, you know, they have like a list of, what's it called? When you're like,
Ingredients?
no. I know what ingredients are. Stock photo of
Oh.
like a stew, like
Yeah.
a nice stew.
Fuck. Was it good though in the end? Did you fix it?
It tasted fine. Just the texture was different.
A little soupy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it didn't go as well with like bread or rice.
Yeah, you need flour.
Yeah.
You need some kind of thickening agent for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lessons learned that day. Skara made the same mistake though, just like a couple weeks later.
I would say everyone makes that mistake.
Maybe stew is hard. Maybe
I was-
we're-
no, I
we're
don't
being
think it's
tough.
I don't think
I
stew is
think-
hard.
I
I
was
think
trying
stew's
to give you the
supposed to be
benefit
easy.
of
Oh yeah, it's hard.
I think stew's one of those things where like they made it easy for like peasants to like throw everything into a pot and just cook it and it's good.
And somehow you fucked it up.
Yeah, you
No.
fucked it
Well,
up.
now I have bay leaves, so I can't.
And
fuck it
Scarra
up.
fucked it up.
And I have flour.
That's true. We do have flour.
Also,
now.
I imagine that every house ever has flour. Cause like
Yeah.
like living with housemates and then living with like my parents and like living with friends, it's like we've always had flour, but I never bought it. We just always had it.
Cooking streams. I'm sure that some cooking stream we bought like a fuck ton of flour to make X amount of cookies, and we used probably like 10% of the flour for that stream, and then we just had flour.
Yeah.
That's why I like when John cooks, cause John buys way too much stuff, and then there's so much left over that I can use it later.
Yeah. Does
Smart.
do that.
Yeah. All right, we're actually coming up on our time already. That flew by. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining us,
As
guys.
it does.
Well, on that note, is there anything you guys wanted to promote? Anything coming up? Where can we find you?
No on the promotion, but I'm Sid or Sydeon everywhere. Thanks for having me.
Cool. Sean?
And I'm Seanic on Twitch and then Hyper Seanic on Twitter, and I'll annoy these guys for the rest of my life.
Hopefully.
Great.
Yeah. I hope like we're playing MMOs or something, and then you just like piss me off so hard I just die. Anyway, thank you for watching another episode of Boomer versus Zoomer. We will catch you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.